What's happening, everybody? The Goob is back. We're kind of back on trail. We start tomorrow. I am in Campo, California, and currently staying tonight. It's a little after 5 p.m. and tonight we're going to be staying at the Crest facility, which is the Camp Lockett Equestrian and Event Facility, is what that stands for. My dad drove us down in the RV. I got my brother Alan with me, he's in the back. He's gonna be hiking the first couple miles with me tomorrow morning, and then they're gonna be driving back home, and I will be continuing from there. So today we've just arrived. We're kind of checking out the facilities a little bit, and we are currently on the PCT walking south towards the monument. So we'll go check that out a little bit, and then I think where I'm at, it's only a half mile between the Crest facility and the monument. So we'll get some pictures and stuff there. And then the game plan is to check out the facilities, see what's going on for like dinner and breakfast options here. And then first thing in the morning, me and my brother will come back this way and we will officially start tomorrow morning at the monument. So let's go see what all this looks like. And here we are, here's the terminus. Again, we'll do the official send off in the morning. Southern Terminus, Pacific Crest Trail. It's kind of a nice little rise right here. Got a good view of everything we'll be going into. There's the border wall. Everything on the other side of that is all Mexico. I think we're going to work our way around and stick our hand through the wall and do all that here in a second. Here we go with a closer look at the wall. There we go, somewhere in Mexico. And I think this year's trail distance, it's pretty steady as far as the total distance. Like on the AT definitely changes year by year, but I think the PCT this year is like 2,653.6, something really close to that. So it's usually around the 2650 something mile marks, but cool. We'll be back here tomorrow. Let's go check out what the Crest facility has to offer and see what they're doing for dinners and stuff. Here's back at the Crest facility. What's cool is they're like donation for if you're a PCT hiker. We brought the RV, so we went ahead and reserved an RV spot. But they do dinner and breakfast. There's infos. Cool. Yeah, it's almost dinner time, so we'll go walk over to the main hostel house and check out what we got for foodstuffs.
But the 09 was definitely the most epic and my first through hike, so that was my first love, and that's why how I continued doing all the others.
Alright, so that was a pretty cool time. Had a nice dinner, got to meet Legend. I've heard of that guy before and seen him in some other videos, I think, but he's a former through hiker, another awesome trail angel. He's pretty much a full-time trail angel at this point, just living here at the facilities and running a brand new hostel that has kind of just opened up. I don't even think it was even advertised, or I'd never even heard of it before, that they're kind of operating a hostel here, but that's pretty cool. I think otherwise most people stay in a tent or something here on the property, but yeah, I think this is a great place to stage out of if you get here like the night prior or something. Just stay at the Crest facility. So, sun's going down. And we're going to, I think I'm going to stay in a tent tonight, just cause. Temperatures I think are going to be right around 50 degrees or so nice and cool. And if there's like a night fire going on or something, you might go check that out. But otherwise I think we're winding up the day, and we'll be ready to kick this whole thing off nice and early for tomorrow. Well, I think this will be the last clip for tonight. We were hanging out by the fire, meeting some other hikers. They're going to be heading out first thing tomorrow, and I think I'm just going to be sleeping in the RV tonight, getting as much sleep as I can. We're going to be getting up nice and early before the sunrise, and the plan is to get to the monument around sunrise and start the day. So we will see you guys first thing in the morning. Alright, here we go. We said our goodbyes to Mexico. Let's go to Canada. Alright, officially good morning, everybody. Day 1 on the PCT. This is awesome. So I got my brother Alan in the background there. We're gonna hike out the first 2 or so miles. It gets to a road crossing, and then my dad in the RV is gonna pick him up, and they'll be off and on their way. So we'll say goodbye to them at that point. But this is a cool way to start the trail. First thing in the morning, get a couple miles in with some family, and at some point I'll show like what I did on the AT with what my overall game plan is in between resupply points and kind of the distances and how far I want to get and that kind of thing. So I'll show that a little bit later, but I kind of don't know what my distance is going to be for. Initially I was thinking like a 15 miles day to kind of start. The terrain is going to be relatively kind of easy, but I've got some Achilles tendon on my right foot was giving me issues, so I gotta baby that a little bit. So if it starts to hurt and stuff, I'm definitely gonna go easier the first couple days. But for now, we're just gonna enjoy this beautiful, cool desert morning. First mile. There's the RV. I think this will be where we say goodbye to Alan and Dad. All right, done with this section, so we'll say goodbye. Alan, it's been awesome. How are you feeling? You did like 2.3 miles.
No, that was a cakewalk.
Cakewalk, sweet. Dad, thanks for coming out again.
No problem.
Maybe we'll make this a tradition. Dad will be able to meet me at least somewhere on all my through hike trails. So it was cool to be able to drop me off and send me on my way. So goodbye for now, and I'll get back onto it and we'll hike the rest of today. Well, we said our goodbyes all alone. I don't know how I'm feeling overall so far, I guess. It's like the experience of doing a previous trail is makes me feel like I'm comfortable out here and I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing, but it's going to be a whole different ball game. I've only done a minimal amount of desert hiking, so there's going to be a lot of stuff in overall that's going to be just brand new. But I'm super excited. I'm totally ready for this. This whole trip's going to be awesome. This is a nice little tree shaded area for just a little bit, but it's not hot enough to appreciate it. It's still a cool morning. I think last night it was in the upper 40s. It was definitely chilly. Three miles in. Kind of wonder how long until you can't see the border wall anymore. But that's it, kind of stretching over that way. So this spot is going to be the kind of the first and last water source for the next 16 or so miles till I get to Lake Morena. So I am filling up here, camel up as much as I can. I think I got 4 liters max water carry, and we'll see how far I can go for tonight. So while I'm thinking about where I'm going to end up at, here is what my game plan looks like distance-wise for this first little stretch. I kind of want to get like a 15.4 to Hauser Creek. We'll see if I can do that. My right Achilles tendon, like I mentioned this morning, is sore. It's still hikeable and I'm doing okay on it, but I'm just going to baby it as much as I can. At 20 miles, which is not indicated on here, is Lake Morena, and I think I can get into there to the malt shop and do some resupply stuff. So right now I've only got 2 days worth of food, and no matter how far I get, I can do 2 days, 20 miles, and just resupply the next go around at Lake Morena. But we got Mount Laguna here, mile 42.6. That's going to be another resupply option. And then some 13, 14, 16 mile days to get me into the town of Julian. And that's where I'll be able to get the first shower and bed stop and do some more resupply there. Well, it's about 9 o'clock. Sun's beating down. Definitely feels a little warmer now. It's not super hot or anything. I think the high today is going to be close to 80. And then it starts getting cooler with like highs closer to 65 or something like that for the rest of the week. Well, I just hopped past this bush and I'm 99% sure there's a rattlesnake in it. Something just kind of made a noise at me and I skipped past it. I'm not going to go poking around though. I guess I can call that a confirmed rattlesnake. It sure sounded like one. Scared the heck out of me. Found a little nice shady nook in the rocks here. I think this is going to be a nice rest break. Take my shoes off, just kind of chill for a bit. Haven't seen many people on trail. There's kind of 2 people right around me, but that's all I've seen. So it feels really nice. It's definitely different so far from the AT in that regard. I know there's, just looking at the trail logs and stuff and the number of permits that were issued, there's definitely 50 people or so that are starting every day. So there are people out there. It's just nice to be kind of by myself for a bit. And we're back on trail. That was a lovely little 20-minute break. The temperatures aren't bad. Nice and cool sitting in the shade. And we're up on kind of a hilltop now. This is the highest we've been so far today. And I'm kind of mostly sure, but I think this stuff with the purple flowers on top, pretty sure this is the poodle dog bush, the one plant you don't want to mess with out here. It's worse than poison ivy apparently, and I think it kind of resembles this, so I'm just going to avoid anything that looks like that. We've got some snake action. Looks like a snake with a lizard. Oh, he let it go. He's trying to go for it again. Oh, he's got it. Got another snake friend. This is a different type. I didn't see the rattlesnake, but there was definitely a rattlesnake in the bushes. The other one I saw that was eating the lizard had the stripes going all the way down, and this one has a different pattern. So 3 snakes today. Neat. Stopped for a break on the side of the trail. Got about 3.2 miles left to Hauser Creek. I think that's as far as I need to go for today. Here's an overlook of what's coming. We'll be heading down into this ravine. There's Hauser Creek is down there. That's where we're staying the night. And then you can kind of see the trail cutting up the side of the mountain this way. We'll be doing all that climb tomorrow morning when it's nice and cool. And then up over there. I've seen these kind of trees in the south before on different trails, but I forget what they're called. They got that red smooth bark. Pretty cool looking. And made it. Hauser Creek. This is going to be it for the night. I think I'm just going to tuck in right there underneath some tree cover. Ooh, this is a nice little spot, room for Quite a few tents. I'm sure some more people will end up here. There's some other spots and stuff kind of scattered throughout. But I'm gonna go ahead and get set up, start making a home for the night. A little more settled in now. I got my tent up. I think we did a good push for today. This was the only distance goal I was aiming to do. 20 miles straight shot to Lake Morena on the first day I think is a little bit much, so I'm happy with what we got. My, let's see, as far as aches and pains and body soreness, everything's doing pretty good. My right Achilles tendon was sore before coming out here, and it's, at least the pain has not gotten any worse, but it's still about the same. It's just a mild nuisance at this point. So that's all good. I think I'm just gonna relax for a bit till the sun goes a little bit lower and then bust out some dinner snacks at some point here. For dinner, we are having first sandwich. Yummy. Well, I think that's gonna do it for the end of day one. There's a good number of people that have showed up. Within this little campsite that I'm in, there's probably like 8 of us or so that are kind of squeezed in around, and there could be 10 to 15 more that are kind of out and dispersed around. So this is a good popular destination to kind of stage out of. Most people sound like they're gonna stop into the Lake Morena malt shop to try to get breakfast in the morning, so I'm definitely gonna be trying to tag in for that. So I'll go ahead and sign off. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the morning. Good morning. Up and out of Hauser Creek, starting the big climb. And today, first goal is just gonna be 5 miles. We'll get to the Lake Morena malt shop, have some breakfast there, and do some light resupply. That'll get me to the next destination. I think I only need like another 2 days worth of food and stuff. Still climbing. I was just thinking about how, I think so far of the however many miles I've done, 18 or so, this is like the easiest I've ever had and the easiest day on the AT. A little bit of water cache. Looks empty though. That's always a nice gesture. We're good on water. I've carried a liter out of Hauser Creek. A liter is good for 5 miles, and that'll get me into Lake Morena to refuel and get everything else I need. There's Lake Morena down there. We're about a mile out or so at this point. And we made it to town. We're gonna zip down and try to find the malt shop. Yeah. There's our destination.
He's like, can I buy you guys anything? I'm like, no, we're just gonna get some resupply. Let me buy it. You guys are doing something awesome. That's cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, super.
That was a perfect little breakfast spot. I loaded up with about a day's worth of food, and that'll get us to Mount Laguna, I think, is the next stop, resupply point, which is only like another 20 miles from here. And we're back on trail. Next stop for today is gonna be there's another campgrounds like 6 miles from here. That'll be another place to get some more water and take another break and stuff. 2640. It's a lovely little area. Nice trail. Boulder Oaks, 2 miles. That's the next campgrounds where we can get some water. Made it to the campgrounds. Boulder Oaks, I think is what this one was called. Little water faucet there, and there's some bathroom facilities down the way. I'll take a nice break here. And we got trail magic at Boulder Oaks. Let's see what they got. Well, I was about to push on and just kind of go to the next water destination, but I'll probably chill here for a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to grab much food and stuff. I feel okay. Don't have the hiker hunger yet, but we can chill here and enjoy a beer at least. Well, that was loads of fun. It's always hard to get ripped away from some trail magic. Everybody just chilling there, a good group of hikers. But I figure I got about 6 more miles left to the end of the day for my destination for tonight. 4 miles from here is going to be Kitchen Creek. That'll be the next water source. And then 2 miles past that is going to be Fred Canyon, I think, and that's going to be where I'm aiming for. So we'll keep moving on. This is the I-8 interstate crossing. There's the interstate down there. There's our next water source. That's Kitchen Creek. We'll be down there in a little bit.
Don't be fooled, this is the puddle in his backyard.
This is a very nice little oasis break. And we're all loaded up with water. I think the next water source is like 8 miles from here. We're only going another 2 miles or so to Fred Canyon. We'll plan on sleeping there, and that'll be dry camping it there. So I got enough water to get me through tonight, and then a further 6 miles past that place will be the next water source. Whew. So not too much further, and we'll be at camp. And we made it. This is a Fred Canyon campsite. I'm gonna get set up here. Feet are a little tired after the last 2 miles or so, but dipping in the creek was very nice. We'll get settled in the rest of the way, and then we'll get some food going.
Yeah.
Alright, now we got dinner done. I'm just settled into the tent, trying to get nice and warm. Probably going to be another cool one tonight. I think it's going to dip into the 30s for the next couple days in a row. But I think that's going to do us for tonight. So I'm going to go to bed here in a little bit. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.